Raise a glass, all ye new dads. The year comes to a close. We look back at the year with a tear and some pros. No new games were pledged, and to this we did not fall. Now we gather round for a toast with a Merry Christmas to you all.
Hey.
Welcome to New Dad Gaming. My name is Trevor, and I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old.
And I'm Jeff. I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old. Well, 12-year-old, almost 13.
There you go, getting close. Each week we try to show that just because you became a dad
Does not mean it's game over.
And man, Merry Christmas, all ye dads. Thank you once again for being with us. What a heck of a year, 2025, and not a single damn new game for me and Jeff this year.
We did it. We did it. This is the end, right? Like, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. We could go back to, browsing the online stores.
I was looking at the store was coming up, like it as if just like our last temptation as we're rounding out. Like we're in the Christmas week here, like New Year's is like right around the corner.
Yeah.
And you just hit that Steam Christmas sale and it's
Yes.
like, come on. It's all the games you wanted. It's all the games that you missed through the year, but just waiting for you, but you can't touch. You can't touch yet.
No, and I don't know about you, but my Steam wish list has been the most it's ever been. So much so that Steam emailed me twice. They're like, "Hey, here's your first half, and then here's part 2." I've never had that. Never.
Oh, they missed you. Like, Jeff, we missed you. Here's some coupons, please.
Yeah, we'll send Gabe. You're not there buying stuff, so you need to come back.
Him and his yacht with his submarine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We'll get them. Now, what's the? So let's do this in two ways. Just a first recap on where you landed. If you can talk about it, just like if you can't talk about it, just like wink twice.
Okay.
But if you can talk about where you did land with kid gifts.
Oh yeah.
Because that's always fascinating to me, and I can tell you where. And then we'll get into kind of the year that was and how this year of no games. Well, for two factors. One is for the kids, what was the story of your kids gaming this year? And then we'll kind of perhaps wrap it off with what was our story of gaming in this year of no new games. So start it off where did your household land with gifts for kids?
Yeah, so we landed, I think we talked a little bit last episode, but no games.
Wow.
We're ending up with nothing that is in a game case or anything. There are going to be some Steam gift cards. We felt that
Good.
was, just like an accessory, and then really that's it in terms of gaming wise. They didn't have something that they really wanted, and then we're just kind of giving them a gift card in case they do through the Steam sale or some other sale. But really it's just figurines of stuff and games. They want the Funko Pops of people that are in video games and Undertale statues and stuff. So yeah, so that's where we are. I don't know where you landed, but yeah, no games here.
Yeah, so we had games, except the oldest asked for a retro handheld.
Ooh,
so
this is right up your alley. Hold on,
just
okay, this is Christmas for you.
I could just give you one of mine. Yes, I have multiple. Except that I don't know that technically I could have done that, but it just felt a little cheap. It's something I'm fine with hand-me-downs, but hand-me-downs for a gift is
right
kind of shady. So I was able to find them one. So it's a great little handheld. It's got all the classic consoles, all the classic games kind of ready to go. If not, I have some backups of my own that I can always hook them up with. And it was perfect for the upcoming trip. By way of reminder to listeners, my family and I are heading down to Colombia for a number of months to kind of skip out on some winter, which brought up the concern. It's what do we pack? We can't I can't be buying them like a PS5 because I'm not putting that on the plane.
Right.
It's like that's a whole carry-on you'd have to purchase just for the
No.
PS5. So when he asked for it, it was like absolutely perfect. It's like, oh man, this is great. It's going to be like much reduced. It's going to be just like this tiny handheld.
Yeah, one
And
pack with like what, a decade's worth of games on there. Like,
oh, and just all the classic and just like perfectly small. It's a perfect antidote to Roblox as I'm seeing it, right? Like they're tight, crafted, artistic, like interesting, like little package. But that I might be glomming them a little bit too much, but they're just the games from our youth, which were okay. We're gonna ship this at the door, and we cannot touch it again because it's on physical cartridges, right?
right, yeah, yeah.
So this is it. Like so, it seems like the perfect antidote in some ways to Roblox, where it's like I almost think they'll play them, they'll like them, but they'll almost get bored of them because there's no addictive like kind of nature to it. So like I was pretty stoked when he'd asked for like a retro console.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Just to add on to that, I saw an article on how our brains have been wired from the video games that we've played, right? With the trial and error, like you have to
Yeah.
try, fail, and like kind of memorize the route of, the Mario jumps or whatever. And that was in all of our games. And that differs greatly from like just the new era of gaming where it's more like, oh, there's lots of not necessarily hand holding, but like here's the next hint to the puzzle, or like here's the next dopamine hit all the time. Like it doesn't give them enough time to fail unless you're even in Elden Ring, to be honest. If you go that high up, it's still giving you more to help beat the game. But it was just interesting. And then for your son to ask for a retro console, I'm like, whoa, watch this be like a remapping of like just their whole brain space where they're like, yeah, no, I love this.
Well, you want to talk about remapping? I swear these guys are just like in cahoots to try to ruin their own gaming careers.
Oh, no.
Because the other thing we bought for them was a chess set.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Because what they've gone buck wild on in the last 2 weeks has been chess.
Oh.
Like I purchased them, like not purchased. I was thinking about getting them, but like I set them up with accounts on like chess.com. They've been playing matches against each other.
Yes.
In their spare time. So like they're learning. They're on like chess.com doing all the lessons and like playing bots and things like that. They're playing against each other. I've played them a few times, and it's like, how badly do you want to show everybody in this household that it's like, oh, if we just don't have you play video games,
Right.
become a chess prodigy?
Yeah.
Like that's your fallback. Like, how badly do you not want to play games ever again, kid?
Yeah, that's
but-
quite a change, right? It's just like, whoops.
I think there was some part. I think they were driven into it slightly because we had turned off games during the week. Like that was an experiment we tried, wasn't working for us. So no more games during the week, and then especially the oldest had just like lost it altogether.
Yeah.
I think chess scratched an itch where it's a game, it's strategy, and especially with the online one, like it's tutoring you, it's kind of bringing you on, it's giving you reinforcement. So I think if anything,
Right.
it was kind of the introduction to it came from a lack of the other stimulus, but they continue to be on. So like, it's one of, I don't know if you've tried this before, but like your kid kind of shows an interest in something that you would love for them to have an interest in. So you sort of like go a bit above and beyond
Yeah.
to support it in the hopes that it kind of like takes hold. I don't know if you've ever done something similar.
Okay, just speaking on the chess thing, I made a chessboard out of foam core to support their habit.
Yeah.
Because they needed the old chessboard was just old and whatever. I'm like, oh, let's make one. And anyway, with their favorite colors, right? Like, why not? So I have done more, and then it kind of felt like maybe I did push a little too much, and now it was uncool, and they've stopped it. So I would enjoy the phase because I think it is like something that they pick up and I don't know. I was never. I picked up chess for a while too, and I still remember playing against my dad. And then I just dropped it. I'm like, okay, this is enough. Like, this is like, I'm done. Like, I finished the game, right?
Yeah, I think that's the same with me. Like at some point I learned it, and I had battles with my buddies,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like I never
right.
gained. I never read about it. Like I started to pick it up like later in life. Like as an adult, like I've been taking courses. Like I like it, so it's been kind of fun for me to get back into it with them. But
Yeah.
anyway,
like,
so it's just it gets you excited. You're like, oh man,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
you'll be cool
definitely.
at chess. You'll be in the chess club. You'll be very good at it.
yeah.
Something
Oh, yeah,
like-
definitely with clubs, for sure. Especially if you're like, well, you're not looking down the pipe of high school yet, but
Yeah.
total, chess clubs.
That's what. So that was the one. We got my one kid a smartwatch. Like sorry, quote like that's in air quotes. Like smartwatch.
Oh,
Like so. Yeah. So it's a watch and it has like a timer and a
yeah.
calculator and and it's a screen and like it's a touch screen. But and it's got a sport tracker and it has all these different sports. It's like, are you jogging? Are you playing hockey? Are you
Okay.
doing
Yeah.
this thing?
Yeah.
And you could choose, but that's it. Like so, it's a dumb watch basically.
Yeah.
Because it seemed fun and harmless enough. So especially just like a little touch into a device space without going that. And to us, like we're always trying to do. I don't know if you're doing this as well, but like it's like the balance of presents.
Right.
Whereas like you've got, it's not as if you can have 10 presents for the one kid and like two for the other one. Like
Yeah.
you gotta find this balance. So we figured out like all right, so the one asked for a handheld console, like a retro console, a quote unquote smartwatch for the other would sort of balance that one out. And
Yeah.
we're playing that game.
Did you find okay? So like, let's talk about that for a second because you know when there's that experiment where they're like they cut up a cookie in front of a kid and like there's a one cookie that is obviously larger, but the other one is like 9 pieces of cookie, and the kid will always go for quantity. I'm like, oh,
Interesting.
dumb kid, like. But honestly, that has lasted all the way up until my 15-year-old, where it's not if it's not like pound for pound, like if it's not the same number, regardless of value. We just had to, and we tried to again balance it out. This year again, my kid has asked for some nice headphones, so we balanced out nice headphones with a bunch of like smaller gifts that my other one wanted, my younger one wanted, and that's the one gift, right? So like
Yeah.
we need to have like 5 presents each under the tree, otherwise there's gonna be like, well, what's happening? Like,
Yeah, where's the
what's
rest of my gifts? I don't
what's
get it.
going on? And it doesn't matter like big, tall, whatever. Like, it's the amount, which I just find completely bananas. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
never
think
thought like that.
I think it's the experience. I can remember feeling gypped as a kid. Honestly, I was a lousy kid sometimes. Think about it.
Looking back,
Looking back on my childhood, it's like, oh, I was kind of a dick. Just like,
you're trying to right the wrongs now. You're like, wait, we can't do this. We need 5 presents each.
glad my parents stuck with me. I think for me, what I think it would be and what I could empathize with would be the experience of Christmas morning.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
because the act of like receiving, like, hey, this is for you, and you get it, and you get to like rip it open,
right,
like that's amazing. Like that's the activity, right?
yeah,
So if one kid has like eight, like you could, and
yeah,
it could like you said, it could be like 8 Funko Pops.
right,
So like $10, like $10 Funko Pops, but he just gets to he gets to have that 8 times experience, and then the other kid gets a PS5,
right.
but it's like one.
The one big one, yeah.
Except it will also depend on timing too, because especially if they opens the PS5 first, he gets his big hit, and then they do the other 8, as opposed to like the 8, but then the PS5, and he's
Yep.
looking at his little, plastic figurines compared to a PS5. You're like, well, wait a minute,
Yeah, hold on.
what is this? So it's such,
Where's my
so
next big gift? Yeah.
so it's so true. It's like that time management, that excitement management, and just somehow balancing it so everybody feels
Yeah.
like they got their morning. And I don't know, it might be more of a burden for modern parents than it was in the past. It's like, I'm sad I didn't get enough. It's like, well, that's a shame. Go outside. Whereas now I think parents are going to feel like a lot of pressure. It's like, I really want them both to have like a magical morning. I don't want to mess this up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's there's a lot of stress on parents, especially these days. They're just trying to, again, much like we're talking about, just kids. If you give me a game that you like, that's a win, and I don't have to like go outside and start to guess at some things. But yeah, no, I get you.
Hey, so new dads, did you succeed in balancing your kids' Christmas gifts? Do you have any fond memories of your own? What did you get your gifts? What was the big winner you think you got this year? Right into us at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com. Now, sticking with kids for a bit, for your household, for your two,
Yeah.
what was the story of your kids' gaming this year? Like, what
Oh.
did their gaming lives look like in 2025?
Yeah, so right off the top of my head, my youngest was definitely into what's the sequel to Undertale? The sequel. I think that launched this year, and they were
Oh man, damn, that's like, let's see. I know you were talking to
I can't remember what the name of it was.
Deltarune?
Yes, Deltarune.
Okay.
So the rest of the chapters, I think almost all of them are out. There's a couple of ones to come, but they were really into that. That
It's
and
prequel, not sequel.
prequel, yeah.
Okay.
I think. And so they played that forever with their friends. They just showed each other. It's a single player game, but they all kind of joined in or whatever.
Nice.
And then Roblox. That was their gaming year. I think it was a lot of Roblox, too much Roblox. But that was my youngest. My oldest, however, was deep into Hollow Knight. And that was when they did not only just, I'm going to beat it, Dad. I am going to God run this thing and beat all the end gods. So that was their kind of trip. Beat 110%, I think, is the maximum you can get on that game. Wow. And then we're deep into Silksong. And now they're actually back on a lot of D&D. So whatever the Steam version to support that, there's like a tabletop simulator. They're experimenting with that to try and create their scenarios, which is kind of cool.
That is super neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember the D&D. That was really exciting to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Continue.
I don't know, man. I have some hope for the new generation. I just feel like something like Roblox is so insidious, and even as much as my kids got addicted to it and they like always thought about it.
Yeah.
At some level, I almost think that they appreciate, especially as they kind of get older. Like it's like, oh, this is all kind of dirty. Like this kind of sucks. Like this is just like gambling and like let's like get back to like dice and like tables and hanging out. Like let's play chess. Like I think there's if any, hopefully there's gonna be some sort of draw into back to the real world away from some of these nonsense platforms.
Yeah, no, I totally recommend it. And one way to get mine to like support that habit, so to speak, we kind of made a game room for them and I had this leftover mini fridge that was, you probably remember from college. I still had it. And that,
oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, that is his D&D. Like I put like a sticker on the front, like it's a D&D like little castle wall thing. And that is where they keep all their snacks and their pop, whatever. And they all hang out every week. It's gone since, I think, the beginning of summer. And they're actually, my oldest is at a sleepover now for a D&D year-end party. So they're doing it up.
That's so dope.
We made shirts for everybody. I did drawings of everyone's characters, and he's out there handing them out. So they're having a blast, man. Like, I hope that your kids get into it. It's a great time. I hope my youngest gets into it, really, because it's a lot of creativity and just kind of back to, like, thinking of ideas and how to tell your own story.
Oh, it's just like the creative element of it cannot be overstated. Like, if you think about improv, so I meant my day trade is, like, product design, UX, UI. I mentor a bunch of UI UX designers on the side, and one of the marquee pieces of advice I give to all of them to be better at their jobs, which I would give to almost every single job out there, is to take an improv class. Like in Toronto, I went to Second City at good friend, listener to the show, Capozzi. He had told me like these things existed, but in taking improv class, like it's all this yes and. Someone comes up with something and you accept it and continue it on. You put a spin on it. Like it just makes you have to be so creative and in the moment and thinking and getting outside of yourself and experiencing and doing it. And what is so great with D&D is exactly that. Like it is just this suspension of belief. To really enjoy it, you just need to be in the moment in the character. So what would my character do in this case that's both like interesting and compelling and fun?
Right.
So for me, that it has all those same elements where it would sound funny, but I almost think it sets them up for better careers.
Yeah, no,
in
totally.
a sense, like that kind of creative group problem solving, like how fabulous for their lives.
Yeah, and just even as a just tackling like leadership roles, right? So my kid is the DM, which is very like, I don't know, that's an involved role. They wake up early on the weekend. My kid sleeps in until 2 p.m. on a Saturday, right? Like that's they're just zonked, they're out. But on Sunday D&D game day, they have to wake up at 8:30 a.m., make sure their scenario is all written out, double check the board and the pieces and the placement of everybody, and make sure that they're like on track to like, you know, level up or give them something to continue the game, which I just find is a great thing. Like if they applied that to other things in their life, It would be fantastic, and I'm sure we'll get there. It's like, again, play-based learning, right? Like, okay,
Yeah.
like just take that and do it to your career, your high school homework, or whatever, right?
Yeah,
So,
do that to your math homework.
Yeah,
please.
exactly.
Please,
Right?
please, I'm begging you.
Yeah, dice rolls, right? Like, just think of it as dice rolls. Parabolas and dice rolls.
It's random generation. It's like come on, it's
Yeah.
all the same stuff we're talking
Yeah,
about.
all values. Yeah, go for it.
Oh man, that's fabulous, man. I hope my kids get into it. So like they have to keep us abreast of that. That is a very positive year. That's cool to hear.
It's been good. So I am wondering about yours. How has it been going in your household?
I think it ended well ultimately.
Yeah,
Yeah, some missteps for sure. So this was a year of Roblox.
right.
It was a lost year in that way. Like I hate that platform. Like I tried to give it a chance in that like, okay, maybe I just don't understand it. You know, I don't want to be just old man yelling at clouds and perhaps it's just something that passed me by. But the more I read about it, the more I think about it, the more I understand what it's like, the more of the mechanics that I see. The blatant IP theft, the horrific stories of groomers, the nonsense that you brought up last week about them requiring like photos of the kids now.
Yep.
It just like it's like across the board dead. So I mean, so some of the things they tried. So they got into Roblox. They were allowed to try it. It was awful. Like it just like it's so much more addictive. Like it's just more. There's so much more compulsion to keep playing. Like they never before had said like, oh, we have to. They were quote unquote sacrificing time in the morning of their game time to make sure they could go on in the afternoon.
Oh,
They didn't want to use up their game time because there's these events.
right.
And it's like, but okay, kids, like, what do you like, sons? What do you get at the event? Oh, we get more currency. What do you do with the currency? I can play the game more.
Right.
It's like, guys, like, it's just a hamster wheel. Like, there's no, you're not beating this game. Like, you're just continuing to feed into this thing.
Yeah.
So it was upsetting. We had to give it a shot. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here and say honestly, like, I wish they had never tried it or something like that. Right? It's almost like I am in some ways glad we did. Everything kind of went as you would not want it to go, in that the marks like slipped, like like especially with my oldest, like his marks just did not meet what was expected of him. Now, was that solely for Roblox sake? I can't say that that's true, but I will say we did experiment with them, and this is like a thing of consequences, right? We had started through, said, all right, you're coming home, and we let you have some unwind time.
Right.
Okay, you're not going to be going to aftercare anymore, so come home. I remember when I was a kid, I'd come home, I'd have some cookies.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
I'd sit in front of the TV, and I'd just like I'd veg out for an hour or two just to like release the day. So since it's just TV, tell you what, let's try it. You guys can play a bit of games when you come home. And it didn't work. Like, it was not good. Like, it's just, It is too intense, and especially with these type of programs. So the marks went bad, and it's like, and what was good is like that we could come together, though we sat as a family. It's like, all right, so we tried it. Like, what was the rule about your marks? It's like, it had to be above a tool. Okay, where are your marks? It's like, I got some 2s, and it's like,
Yeah.
so what we're gonna do now, and it ultimately ended up working out. So I will say, like, as of my oldest is back playing games. He has some good tests. He has some good efforts. Everything kind of worked out. Some good notes from the teacher. So we let him back on games. But Roblox is officially banned in the house.
Okay.
It didn't go great.
No.
They were not happy about it. But it's just, I don't think they could really argue against it. You know what I mean? Like, again, I think they just have this sense about how it's insidious.
Yeah.
You know, even if they can't really express it, I just think they know intuitively that it's like, this isn't that good of a thing. It's like Doritos. It's like, guys, you can't eat 3 bags of Doritos a day. It's like, but we like Doritos. It's like, yeah, but should you have that much? You know you shouldn't.
Right. Probably not.
Just like, yeah. So that was kind of a sad arc. It was the introduction and then the removal of Roblox. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep it out. Otherwise, I'm a bit more on the positive side. They got really into Fortnite.
Yes, yeah.
Which it is not as though Fortnite is some bastion of good.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Charm? What do you mean?
However, I have a lot more respect for that as an actual game, and just like what they do, the amount of effort they put in the community, like, it's a bit more interesting. We did a lot of family games with that, so that was an absolute blast. Like, really loved it, loved playing it. They're back into that. They're into the Christmas season of it. So Roblox played a really big part. Fortnite played a really big part. I think that was probably about the biggest arc of the year with it. And Minecraft, like surprisingly and thankfully, Minecraft stayed around. Sorry, Minecraft for my youngest, and then Tabs for my oldest. Totally accurate battle simulator.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was one of those ones that just perpetually stayed in the mix, which was super cool.
Nice.
And but again, that one, I'm down with you playing that one. Not
Right.
because it's historically accurate, but it's at least a outlet for creativity. It's like, okay, if they have 16 cannons and a samurai, like what mix of Vikings and cavemen do I need to put together to defeat that? Like it's like problem solving in a silly nonsense method.
It's just like StarCraft, just dressed down a little bit, and I can totally get with that, right? Love StarCraft back in the days. It's the same thing, strategy. You're good.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'll keep you informed. I'll be curious if they can stick, if they're not going to bow to temptation and try to like install Roblox behind my back, but we'll see where we land.
Yeah, it's really where the friends are at. So, like, if the friends are all on it, that's usually the pull, right? That's where the peer pressure is, and that's what I'm having with my youngest too. It's just they have their own Google Meet and they meet up, and that's the platform they meet up in.
Yeah, that I think that's if anything, that'll probably be what breaks us a bit, but we'll have to kind of see where we land on that.
Okay.
Now that that's them. They're kids.
Yeah.
What about us? What about us? Dem dad dads. Just like,
right. Yeah.
What a
year.
year! So like,
it has been a long time.
So by way of reminder, I can't believe it's been an entire year. But from good friend of the show, Tori, he had taken up the challenge. It's like, I'm not going to buy any new games this year.
Right.
And it's not so much as we've constantly kind of like to remind it, this is not anti-consumerism. It was just like, I have so many games. Why not just take a break and try to play what I've been through?
Right.
Like so big picture, when you reflect upon it now, looking back at this year, like how do you look at this year?
Honestly, it has been probably one of the most chill, relaxing years of gaming. And I just to kind of give context to that, I think with the threat, quote unquote, of buying the newest thing and running to the next one, again with a little bit of FOMO, like something's going to get spoiled for me. Everyone's talking about this one and it looks really cool and I want to jump on that train, to kind of limit that back and play what I already have. Just allowed me to kind of unwind with each game. And I even got my Steam wrap up for the end of the year, and like it was split like between 5 games, 25% kind of of each, because I spent my time with each one, right? Like I filled them out. I enjoyed the story more in the ones that had narrative. Like I didn't feel like I was rushing. And that was so weird to me because I didn't think I was rushing before, right? Like I obviously was, but this one is like I was taking my time with dialogue options. I was looking at colony sim games that I just love to build and got really into it. And that was a great year for it, right? And I did like make note of a lot of the big games that came out that I was really interested in, but stuck to it, and it was a good one. So I'm not sure if the same is resonated for you, but like it was good.
So I will get into try to put a pin in that question. I will answer it. But is it? So are you in a way proud of the fact that you did it? Are you just more surprised at how positive it was? Like you can kind of unpack that. Like what the emotions that come about looking at this year, and it's just because it's really cool to hear that. It's like it was a relief to not have the pressure to buy the latest, and instead just be within the game that I had.
Yeah.
So is that sort of like, do you carry that now? So like I'm giving you like 6 different prompts there.
No. Like I totally get where you're coming from though. I will take that forward. It's something that I kind of learned about my own kind of game time, because if like one example again, Kingdom Come Deliverance, right? That was in my backlog for 8 years. I touched it and then put it down, and this year I got really into it because I had time to really sink my teeth into it. And yes, I'm looking forward to the sequel, but that's now a series that I wouldn't have got into if I didn't put in the time to just kind of experience. Not saying every game hit like that, but it was something that, I don't know, I kind of learned not to be my own barrier in things where, I'm rushing through, much like our whole lives are chaotic with kids. I think I was just applying that to games. Like, oh, I need to fill this time with, like, I got an hour to game. I gotta move on to this one. And then, cause I want to get to the next one, may not have an hour to game tomorrow. Right. And I think that's where I kind of, if I had less of the pull towards the new, I could just sit with what I have. So I will be taking it forward. I think it's something that kind of taught me. I'm surprised that it actually did it. I mean, there's a week left technically in 2025.
Yeah, don't spoil it, man. You're so close.
Right? I see the end, but it has been tough. I'm not saying there wasn't temptation there, much like the allure of like Roblox, right? But no, I think it's something that I don't know. The games that I played really stuck with me, and I think they hit a little harder than they would have if I just kind of like breeze through them. If that makes sense.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's super cool. What a positive end. So actually, just I had not realized that the Steam thing was actually up. So I looked at mine.
Yeah.
So it's like,
did you play anything? Or?
Man, it's just I will say. So the problem with myself is like I'm sort of. I don't want to be too harsh on it because it was a great year.
Okay.
Like, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. I feel so grateful for everything I have. So like I'm a happy guy with a happy year.
Right.
Like as far as gaming's concerned, like I'm just fairly disappointed.
Oh, okay.
Like I just wish I played more.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like I look back, there was I think I'm not kidding you. I think there was like some month, like 1 or 2 month streaks where I just didn't play a game.
Oh,
and
okay.
And while my life is certainly busy, it's not as though I could not have found some time. Yeah. And it's not because like I didn't have the new thing. It's like, oh, if only I had the new hotness, I'd be compelled to. It was more just like of all years, this might have been one of my worst in gaming.
Okay.
Just not having like a lot of good time. There's some really I think 3 great highlights, and this is actually shown in my Steam. So altogether, I played 11 games.
Okay.
Which like it doesn't show like which ones, but it's pretty. I think like I think anything I opened, it basically counted as one. So it's like.
Yeah.
So for instance, like the longest streak as far as like me playing a game every day was like 9 days.
Okay.
And that was Hades too, because I was so deep into Hades, it was everything.
Yeah.
But the story of my year is definitely these 3. So the 3 on screen that I have is Elden Ring, which took up 47% of my playtime.
Wow.
Hades 2, which was 33.
Okay.
And then Marvel Spider-Man, which is like 12%.
Okay.
13 sessions, but that seems low because I beat it. I guess I beat it in 13 days.
Maybe like you probably had some good sessions in there, right? A couple hours maybe.
Yeah, but even still, like, anywho, like, man, whatever, so be it. But like that was beating Spider-Man. There was something Spider-Man was such a video game.
Yes.
Like it felt like the old Spider-Man games from like the PS2 era. Like it was just a joy to play. So that like I really got into. That was great. Let's see here. 11 games, longest streak, new releases. Now, that's only because Hades 2, because I snuck that in because I had bought it previously.
Oh, yeah. No,
just pretty close.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, Elden Ring. Yeah, it's just like... So Elden Ring was my entire life, basically, just right up until May. That's the only thing I was playing. Hades 2 was the end.
Okay, yeah. Right?
Like, it's very singular. And then, like, January and February was just Spider-Man. Yeah, this is hilarious to see, man. No Man's Sky, played it for like for 2 days. Basically.
You got into space and got out. Yeah, you're like, I've had enough. That's it.
Oh yeah, UFO 50. I thought like, okay, I might try to like beat every game inside of UFO 50.
Yeah, well,
but found that a bit like esoteric. I also switched to like the handheld console that I had to play that instead.
Right.
Yeah. Anywho, but like generally speaking, so it's just like it is. I'm just slightly disappointed in the year. Like I wish I had played more. Like I would like to, if anything. So the thing I would carry forward from that, just for the playtime thing, is like ensuring like I better use my time. Because I bet if you looked at my phone, there was at least an hour to 2 hours of like social or something on it every day.
Right.
Right. Like to be honest.
Yeah.
That would be better spent playing video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
like,
you.
Or even reading books, like anything else. So that's what's the disappointing part is it wasn't as though my life is so crazy hectic that I can't possibly find time. I think that's kind of like an illusion we all tell ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's just like to reorganize it because this is a hobby I love so much and would love to like play more. On the no game side of thing, it's just because that was my year.
Yeah.
It just did not feel that hard. It was so easy. Just like,
Okay. All right. You're like, well, on to year 2. Well, let's do the same thing, Jeff.
yeah, I literally could almost imagine doing because like I played so few of like the back catalog. Like I still haven't beat Elden Ring, for instance. I still haven't beat Hades. I could half imagine doing it again just because how little I actually did play. All things I considered.
You should see how long you could go. If you want to make this a personal goal.
No, I don't. At the same time, like it's still like that's still harbored over top of me the whole time.
Yeah.
Right. So while it was easy in the sense that like that was like because I'm playing so little, it's not as if I'm missing much.
Yeah.
When Space Marines 2 came out, when Clair Obscura came out, and like all my buddies are writing me, it's like, oh, you got to play, like this is everything. If you've ever liked a Final Fantasy, like you're gonna adore this, right? So that still hurts. So I intend to take my victory lap of purchasing some new games in the new year, and like reveling in the newness of it. But I think if anything, just kind of really identified to me that was like, you know what, I need to. I don't want to say commit. That sounds like too strong a word, but it's like I know that if I better organize my time, I can find time to participate in the hobby that I'm going to really enjoy. And for precious little dad time that we have, it becomes all the more important.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I think that's something. This was just a friendly bet, right? Like just a hey, let's try to do
challenge.
This.
I'd say, yeah.
Right, and we came out with like these life lessons of our own like gaming reflections. Just it was just our Zen moment.
Changed men.
That's right. We are new dad game. Like
there it is. That's the whole title of the show.
Yeah.
I would almost want a new challenge for the new year, but we'd have to. We'll get. We should like try to find some sort of interesting challenge. Like you have to play one free game. Like you know what I mean? Like just every month there has to be like a new game. There'd be something like interesting. It's not the same type of thing.
No.
Maybe we could put it out to our readers. We should probably put that on social. See if listeners, I should say.
Yeah.
If any dads out there can think of an interesting challenge for us new dads to go through in the new year, we would be all ears. You can just write into us at New Dad Gaming. newdadgaming.com. I don't want to wrap it up. Like any other kind of pressing thoughts, anything kind of on your heart there before we wrap up here for 2025?
It's just been a really, I don't know, just very interesting year. I think with gaming and kids and everything else seems like every year is an adventure. It's never the same, which I do find interesting, right? Like it's just something that always keeps you on your toes, whether you're gaming or not gaming. Or what your kids are doing and how do you navigate all that stuff. I think it's always been something that, even this show is like a therapy for me, just knocking ideas against a fellow gaming dad. And, that's really helped me. So I think I'm looking forward to next year and what other new challenges and level ups that we can come in contact with and share that out to the audience and have them talk back at us. So, no, it's been really good. I feel good about going into 26.
Here, man. Well said. Yeah. Nothing to add. Hey, new dads out there, thank you so much for listening. This has been New Dad Gaming. If you have thoughts on the show, if you have any questions, if you have a story of your own, if you have suggestions to share, if you have a challenge for the new dads in the new year, we love to hear that. One of the greatest part of 2025, hands down, has been the conversation with the listeners. Jeff and I, like 10 years now at this.
Yeah.
We're on this side of the microphone and you're kind of just casting it out to the wild. I cannot stress to you, listener, enough how much it means to receive that letter. And sometimes it's as simple as like, hey, listen to the show. Guys, it's great to hear you guys. Thanks a lot. Or it's like, hey, didn't like, not just praise. If you want to tell us we're garbage, you can do the same thing. But to check the email box and have a message from a fellow gaming dad that got something out of the show. It's like, hey, we're listening, we're here, means the absolute world to Jeff and I. So do feel free to reach out to us at newdadgaming, newdadgaming.com. We'd absolutely adore to hear from you. A story, an idea, a message, something you want us to say, just a private message, all of the above. Please do reach out. If you did like the show, what would really help us out is if you subscribe on any of the major channels. We're on Google Caster, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere where you get your podcasts. What really helps the show, 3 things: if you can leave a rating, if you can leave a comment, and if you can share it with a fellow gaming dad. And post it on social, anything else. Bring in as many gaming dads as usual. We can bang our heads together, find the weirdest type of challenges we could do in the new year. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. My name is Trevor, and I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old.
And I'm Jeff. I have a 15-year-old and a 12-and-a-half-year-old.
Remember, everybody, just because you became a dad
does not mean it's game over.